Greetings, fellow humans. My name is Flailbot. Welcome to episode 25 of Love, Faith, Steel. We just fought a great battle against Boris Dodbringer, who is going to be absolutely demolished by Isabella here. He's going to run away like a hero, and we're just gonna... He's consolidated his troops, he's disbanded things. We're just going to give him the old smackdown. Gonna take a potion of toughness and a rank gain. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna take captives murdered because potentially we're gonna want to hit Altdorf now that that additional army is down. We'll just move here to the edge. I think. Can we make it all the way to Altdorf the next turn? Hard to see. Yeah, we can. So we'll move here. I think we can make it there. If not, sad story, but that's okay. The garrison's pretty tough. Lots of great swords. But we have 3 Vargeist who are going to be good against great swords because they don't really have that much armor, so we don't really care about armor piercing. And they're not infantry, so the anti-infantry bonus of the greatswords doesn't come into play. And then we have some cav, which we can deal with our bats. Actually, we have a boatload of cav, which we can deal with our bats. And a steam tank and some mortars. I mean, it's definitely going to be a hard-fought battle. But if we can convince them to stay in their little holes, we can just siege them out. For now, Josepha is going to stay where she is, right? Cool, critical success. Oh, neato! An additional 6% chance to assassinate. And we've gotten all of these, so we're going to pick up Stimulate Growth. And she's still in the province, which is good. Actually, uh-oh. I wanted her to be in range to hit Altdorf with break the walls at some point, but it didn't work out. That's already construction, more corruption and more public order. Corruption is still pretty low, although it should be going upwards to 59%, which is pretty solid. It's likely not worth it to get yet another thing. So we'll just pick up the money-making building. So we could wait another turn here maybe, or we can go ahead and just fight off the chaos guys here. I say we just auto-resolve this as well, because there's just going to be a massive blob of infantry versus a really difficult monstrous infantry, a very difficult, but in this case easy to take out with Felbat's piece of artillery. These guys are going to cause some problems. They're not good against armor. We don't have any armor. And then these guys are pretty piddly, except for this chariot. I mean, it's all anti-infantry, and that's kind of all I have, but in terms of what's realistically going to happen, that's just going to be a huge battle with lots of infantry smashing lots of faces. +8 leadership and discipline around self is pretty super. We're just going to stick that on another random zombie. Perhaps these highest ranked zombies, they'll survive the longest. Where do we end up putting the Wailing Banner? Ah, we put it on Steiner. And we're going to replenish. It's not much. 5, 6 models per unit, but it'll keep us sort of in health. 2 public order followers. So we'll take both of those, since that's sort of our main concern over here. And I did not realize that these guys would not die, so we'll just do this whole process again, and we will again take replenishment. So he's done another Restless Spirit, who Ludwig already has. Ludwig is going to march to Ludwigshafen to get our public order in the positive direction and to heal up his units. And go ahead and grab some more points. Oh, we definitely want Master of the Dead. Didn't realize we didn't have that yet. And yeah, we'll take one more point in something. Plausibly Ancient Cunning. Actually, maybe we should pick up Ancient Cunning. I feel like Ancient Cunning is more useful than the Undying Horde because zombies are so cheap. But getting a good ambush in with the zombies means that we, well, they're just way, way more effective. We could res ourselves another unit of ghouls. Sure. And you are gonna tank. No, you're a hard hitter. So it's like an active ability to make you a harder hitter. Okay, anything to build over here? No. Ostermark. We only have the incredibly expensive buildings that we cannot afford yet. Another 100 money per turn for Ancient Armory Reliquary. 6,000. So that's does that take 60 turns to turn its investment over? 100 extra money, 6,000 divided by 100. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Yep. It's a long time. And here, since we're still waiting, we're gonna leave this guy. I'm gonna save this money because I'm pretty sure in like Eastern Sylvania, yeah, we don't actually have fully upgraded buildings. In Western Sylvania, yeah, we can recruit dragons and we can recruit Terrorgeists and dragons. And everything here is done. Chainmail's Bastion. Okay, this is just an ongoing siege. It's lacking consent though. Should we be concerned, guys? That's the wrong menu. Irmina. Still moving down. I'm hoping that Akkendorf will be taken. They're gonna get a rebellion in one turn. Weber's just gonna hang out there. Vlad, we don't care. Damaged building, we do care. I'm gonna go ahead and repair these buildings. It was sacked, so we have provincial instability, which is disappointing. But I think once we take Kemperbad, then we can make the final swoop. Kemperbad also has the sort of last army of the empire. Okay. Just making sure everyone's done their things. Sigvald is besieging. One thing I would rather love in this game is an improvement to the way that items are handled. It's really difficult to like pull up a menu and say, you know, what items do I actually have available? I have like 45 grave diggers. Can I just sort of toss them for some reason? Is, for example, Zerhild not actually holding a enchanted item for some reason? Or a talisman? Some sort of, not an inventory per se, but like an overview. Oh no! Steinbeck has been wounded. That is so many units. Raiding. So as soon as it's Akkendorf's turn or the Border Prince's turn, they should get a rebellion there. who knows what they're gonna do. I'm hoping once they clear this area, they'll just move away. I'm probably not going to follow them much further. I just wanted the access to this port, and they gave me too good of an opportunity to pass up. I'm actually surprised that the Necroc Brotherhood is so high in strength, but I have no idea what's going on in the Southlands, so I guess I'm just being a little bit Northeastern Hemisphere chauvinistic. Let's take hero action success chance, because we would like to attempt to assassinate this guy. Oh, and we have a 20% chance because he's... Wait, why do we have a 20% chance? My base chance, 35. What? Is it because we're like in the radius of a city or something? It's a terrible chance. My hero's effects plus 0%. Shouldn't I have like a nice bonus? Plus 15% plus whatever the base is. Base is 35 plus 15% plus 10% from that thing. 10% from that event? Not relevant, apparently. I'm a little disappointed. So, you are wounded for 3 turns. You have leveled, you are immortal. We have most all of the skills we want there. And we went into replenishment. Only one of them needs to go into replenishment, unless one of them dies. Okay, and it's going to not be Yana, it's going to be Manuela. And can we besiege Altdorf? Excellent. So we're going to continue the siege here. It's plausible that we'll get attacked, and then I think we'll be at a significant advantage in terms of holding things together. Unfortunately, that means we can't reasonably damage walls or anything if they decide not to. Yeah, failure, not surprising. If they decide not to come out, we can't damage the walls, so we can't sort of force the siege very effectively. So these guys are going to start suffering attrition next turn, which means they may go ahead and push outwards. Vlad's going to make sure he's close by. And Ermina still can't make it all the way. So close. Weber is twiddling his thumbs, which is perfect. Ludwig has this nice huge army. These guys think I'm just the coolest. Well, hopefully they'll push. Well, actually, I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, they can try to hit up the Orkies. Let's do this one because we have this unique building here. Or do we want to do this for more balefire-ness? We've got a lot of corruption from the chaos coming back and forth, so we are going to need to sort of invest in producing more chaos. 1,000 money is probably too much to switch over. This is not a settlement we're part of, not a province we have part of. I think we're going to ignore this. It's plausible the dwarves are going to grab it at some point, but that's okay. I'm not that keen to pick up a unpleasant climate settlement right now when we're in the midst of our little public order spat. Oh, one thing I would really like to do actually is pick up one of these Another hero. I kind of want another Vampire Lord, but I'll just get another Necromancer. Disciplined is good. And we're going to go for movement speed, and I will pick up Ancient Cunning. I'll eventually go for Renowned and Feared as well. And he's going to apply the seas, as it were. There are lots of little treasure boats to pick up, and we kind of need to explore a little bit. It'd be nice to get in touch with. I know there's some undead hordes over here. I know there's the Silver Host is over here. No, it's down here. Yeah, right here. But we're never gonna be able to trade with him. But then over on the west side we have the Vampire Coast, so vampires, and maybe just some other people we can trade with. Depending on how much the High Elves hate us, we may be able to get a bunch of trade agreements with the High Elves because they're very happy to trade, generally speaking, because of the increased. Well, they have their vision range for anyone. How can you embed into someone's armor? Right, okay, so this is the big battle. How can you embed into someone's army who's under siege? So let's see, we got Steam Tank. We're at a little bit of a disadvantage here on the open field because this cavalry is just going to be running rampant. I'm hoping that putting one of our heroes, let's see, we've got 6 cav, 5 bats, 1 flying hero. Steam Tank, I'm not really sure what we're going to do about that. 160 armor is pretty wild. These guys are armored and shielded, but armor doesn't really help. So we're going to have to put the Vargeists into the great swords, and well, we'll just see what happens. Maybe we'll just need to run away. The nice thing about this is if we lose, our units, Isabella's just going to retreat, and since it's just a garrison, they can't chase us down. They're also all, oh, that's really bad news that they're up on a hill, because they have, do we have any terrain we could use advantageously? Plausibly the forest over here. The reason I'm concerned about the hill is because they have all those range units that we don't have, and we would like to avoid having the steam tank, for example, just battering us down from a distance for the entirety of the battle. So you're gonna go kind of in the middle here, because you don't actually have a horse. And I think Manuela, who is also this big fighter girl, is going to go in the middle. She can also use her regen power every once in a while. And Isabella is going to try to take one of the elite knights on. I'm not sure if that's a good choice, but I can't really think of a better decision. So let's see what they're going to do. Let's move ourselves forward a smidge. These guys can move over here. Hopefully they'll kind of separate their cav out a little bit. Kind of want to get, 2 mortars. So that's the best we're going to be able to do there. Kinda need us to go ahead and do a charge thing. Boy, that's a lot of cav. Let's see, where's our caster girl? That went pretty well. I'm gonna pull these bats back. Pull these bats back. So what's going on over here? I want to get... I think we're just gonna have to pull these guys out. One bat on each of these. The Vargheists on these great swords. Can we do another one of those vortexes yet? Demigryph Knights are crazy. This would be very useful. And what do we want? Arcane Conduit, definitely. Let's pause for a second. Pause. Pause. Are you injured? No, you're really not injured. Where are you? You're just chasing off some knights. Why don't you go ahead and fireball that steam tank? And you guys... One of you there and one of you... No, we don't want those guys on the Demigryph Knights. We want them on the Halberds. These are anti-infantry, so our large units are fine. Here we're going to have a bit of a problem, but there's not that many models left, and our spearmen are anti-large, so we're all sort of just holding the line as best we can. My Vargheists are not in the Vortex of Doom, which is good. I landed it right on my Crypt Ghouls, which is less good. These guys are not armor piercing. They're going to go for those great swords. Confident, tired, firing. Yeah, if I don't tie them up in melee, I'm going to shoot my dudes. Where are you going? Oh, you're fireballing someone. Rice Guard, Shock Cavalry, Anti-Infantry. Not so great to put the... Oh, they're just anti-infantry because of their weight. Okay, not anti-infantry because they have an actual bonus. And you guys are chasing these horsies. So yeah, let's go for it. Okay, I wanted to go through abilities. +44 magic resistance. Target a lord or hero. Greatly replenishes hit points. Hex a specific enemy. Well, sure, why don't we hex... Oh wait, what's the range on that? 100 meters. So we could hex these guys. And then throw down the shield. Okay, bats are going in there to do their thing. These are also infantry, which you really don't want to be fighting against the Demigryph Knights. Isabella, can we get an AoE heal over here? Right, these infantry really should not be fighting these great swords, but I don't have a lot of choices at this point, so they're breaking, which is great. These bats should maybe be fighting these horsies. And oh no, run away. Actually, those are my Vargas. They were perfectly fine over there. But that's okay. Curse of Years. Ray is dead. Seems like a good choice. Okay, we have quite a few units over here that aren't really doing much. We can sort of throw them into these great swords. Maybe we can claim some sort of victory. Over here, we have a unit of Demigryph Knights, but not Halberds. Really good to get this leader guy down. That looks good. And we're gonna get some of our anti-large. They're all quite injured. Okay. Whoa. Alright, let's form up here real quick. You're not broken. You're broken. These guys are doomed. We would like our bats to pull over here. We want our skeletons to attack the steam tank. We would like our 3 hero units to come stand in a line. Like all of our other units come stand over here as well. We want our Vargeists. These zombies can just sacrifice themselves. The Vargeists would like to take out any fleeing greatswords that are not shattered, that are just routing. What does it say? Shattered. And those are just routing. And these greatswords, these Vargeists can come and take on these Cabby Knight things. These Fellbats are at positive leadership. Can ask them to retreat, however. Isabella can use her fancy Healy Doodle on this girl. Get them. Can we go ahead and Spirit Leech the steam tank? Probably not necessary, but just annoying to have steam tanks still alive. And they're broken. Might as well throw another fireball at them. Oh no, it just doesn't work. Oh no, skeletons, don't die. Isabella, quick. Overcast, heal the skeletons. Wildly unnecessary. Oops, I wanted to use Isabella's bonus to leadership. That's just gonna turn down their melee attack. We're gonna fight them some more. You're gonna improve our power reserves. Hooray! It cost me dearly, but guess what I have and you don't? It's Altdorf. Ah, that went okay. It's a little bit hard to optimize when you're dealing with like so many high tier units that are all anti-infantry. I guess we just need more monsters. I cut back on they have, you know what? Yeah, well, let's see. I think I still have to actually take the place, so I'm gonna go for dominate captives, or as it's often pronounced, captives. Akendorf, you're supposed to be conquered. Stop being patoodles about it. So a Pyrrhic victory is awesome sauce. Especially for that. Oh, they're also at war with Clan Mulder, which is why they haven't come in, and we're not going to accept a military alliance, just like every other time. So we may need to do some recruiting soon. So I'm going to take the recruiting bonus. Let's see. Josepha would like to target things, but she can't. We're just going to keep doing that siege. I think. We're going to continue the siege because I'm pretty sure we can just raise dead to replenish our numbers. So we're going to grab. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to combine these two. And we're going to pick up some Scalingtons and just some basic swordsmen. So they're not ranked up, but this should significantly improve our chances in the battle ahead. We do not have any of those units our entire battle. Might be a decent idea. Most of our units get that high up. Vargals, Vargeist, Terrorgeist, Vargals, Vargeists, Terrorgeists. I should get a Terrorgeist. And a couple of Vargeists. We're too heavy on the infantry. Oh, we're apparently still picking up casting things, so. Wind of Death. And for you? You get that fancy horse now? No, not yet. Casting's done for her. Take the missile resistance just so she doesn't die. And now, how does this auto resolve look? A lot better. Let's see. Yeah, so we'll continue that siege and we'll take the battle next episode. So many thanks for watching. I've been Flailbot, and this has been Love Face Steel. Catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.